touch with us, too, because we'd love to hear the album. We've, as I said, we've heard 2 of the cuts off from it already, Drive Me to Drink, which we just played, and I'm Going to Ride, which we're going to play, because I get to hear these things ahead of time, and I get to pick the music. John gets to listen to them cold when we play them on the show, simply because I like to get his gut reaction, because there are so many listeners that are here will hear their song for the first time. I like to get an idea of what someone in the business feels when they hear the song. And if I see John sitting there shaking his head, tapping his pencil, smile on his face or something, I know we got a winner. And you definitely have that. What you got coming up besides the new album?
Well, so we jump back out on the road again come October. So I have a bunch of festivals that I'm doing. We're heading out to like Colorado, Oklahoma, New Mexico, that sort of run in the Southwest. But most importantly, and something that I am very excited about, is we have a show on November 6th in Phoenix, Arizona at Auction Pavilion, where we'll be opening up for Big and Rich, Aaron Lewis, and Eddie Montgomery for a salute to our veterans. That's the name of the show. So it's all about paying tribute to our servicemen and women, our veterans, especially raising money for charitable causes and all that sort of good stuff. So we're very excited to be on that bill, and it's going to be a really, really fun show.
I am really looking forward to that for one very special reason, is because I happen to live in that area, and I hope the heck. What's the date of the show again?
November 6th.
November 6th. I'm making a note of that, and hopefully I'll be able to go and see the show and maybe get to say hello to you while we're there. I noticed also that you're playing another area, another place close by that I really love, not quite as easily accessible. You're playing up at the Roosevelt Dam in October.
Yes, October 1st we'll be up at the Apache Lake Marine and Resort. They're hosting the Summer's End Music Festival up there. So we are headlining that event Friday night, again, October 1st. All the information about shows and stuff can also be found on my website. Or if you guys are savvy and use Bands in Town, I also post everything up on there too. So any information, if you forget it, need to go recheck what it says and stuff, those are 2 really great resources to see the schedule. But yeah, we're headlining that event on Friday night, and that will also be another really fun show.
Oh, it will, and that's just such beautiful territory. I know I took John up there a few years ago when he came out and visited, and we went up to Apache Lake. I did not take him the rest of the road. I don't know if you've been up that road or not, but if you go up Apache Trail all the way up to Roosevelt Dam and the reservoir, it is an amazing, if white knuckle type of drive. It's like driving alongside the Grand Canyon with no guardrails. It really gives you a second thought. But if you have time and you're in the area and you enjoy some beautiful high desert gorges like the Grand Canyon, it's worth the drive up there and back to see the place. The ride is amazing. You go through, I think you go through 3 different climate elevations before you get all the way to the top, and it's really a worthwhile drive. And I know I'm going to try to make the drive out to see you either here in town in Phoenix or out at the Apache Lake when you're in the area. Don't forget, while you're mentioning posting things, don't forget my music groups page on Facebook, which is it was the first page, and it's kind of the anchor page for our promoting. So feel free to post your shows, your play dates, your new releases, anything you want to share with fans and followers. Hopefully we'll get you a few new ones too. Share it on that page. Just go to Facebook, The David Bowers Awards. You don't need to send me a press release or anything. It's open for music people to post their information, and then we pick it up from there. And because we can't keep secrets, we post it all over the internet on our other sites. So feel free, post up there anytime you'd like.
I love that. Well, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. And I do look forward, hopefully, to seeing you either in October or November when you're out this way. Yeah, I was just scanning through. You're also going to be playing Murphy Park in Peoria, which is a little bit further up the road. Peoria is an amazing city. It travels, I think, half the state from down here in the Phoenix up north to well, not that far up, but it goes up to a lake just up northwest of here. Oh, a whole nother story. We're here to talk about Ashley. Ashley, you've got a new album. You've got shows coming up. It sounds like you're back on the road again for real, and we do hope you're going to keep in touch with us because we love hearing from you, and we'd love to have you come back again and tell us what's happening down the road a ways.
Well, again, thank you so much for having me here today. Of course, I will stay in touch, and when that new album comes out, y'all will be one of the first ones to know and hear it and all that sort of good stuff. So, again, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And to everyone who's listening, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, Ashley Wineland, ladies and gentlemen. And here is I'm Gonna Ride.
Get the job done. I'm gonna ride across the desert, feel the warm breeze in my hair. I don't know where this road is going, but really I don't care. It's just me, myself, and and I know it's right. I'm gonna ride and leave it all behind.
I'm Gonna Ride. So there, now you heard both sides of her. You heard her do some classic country, and you heard her do some pop country. And what an amazing voice that girl has, doesn't she, John?
Oh, I'll tell you what, the maturation of her voice and her style and her talent compared to when she was on, a couple of years ago is just like night and day. I mean, she is so good, and she has proven herself to be diverse just with these two songs alone. You can't typecast her, and that's important.
And that's what I liked about the two songs we have. It does show the alternating sides of her. It shows her pure country side. It shows her pop country side. And I think that talent is going to serve her well because it just opens up more doors that she can play to. And as she told me, she's finding new venues to play at. I think we're going to be hearing a lot more from Ashley Wineland. Thank you so much. As a matter of fact, thank Jay Elle. Also, we want to thank all of our guests here on the David Bowers Awards. We want to thank you, our listeners, for being here with us because, as we repeat, without you, there wouldn't be an us. For those of you listening to us on Rochester Free Radio on Saturday, stay tuned now for Steve Litvack's Rock and Roll Rumble radio show. I tell you what, if you're shy and bashful, don't listen. Don't listen to Steve Litvack's Rock and Roll Rumble show because it's not for the faint of heart. This guy finds some really hard rock stuff, some of which you may never have heard of before, some of which I know you will have, and I know he's got a special a Yom Kippur show coming up this weekend, I think, and you'll want to check that out too. Steve Litvack's Rock and Roll Rumble radio show on Rochester Free Radio, followed by Armand Spins with our buddy Armand Schaubrook and his son. Another great show. They've got some great shows on Rochester Free Radio, all kinds of music, and they got us, which makes them special in our book. John Bon Jovial, I think maybe it's time for you to take us home.
Ah, yes. Time to hit the long and dusty trail. Folks, you did it again. We really appreciate it. You spent another perfectly good hour with us here at the David Bowers Awards, and in all sincerity, we truly, truly are grateful for your presence this week and every week. The David Bowers Awards is broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and, of course, from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona. And we are available for free on most of the major streaming services, including now the new podchaser.com/The David Bowers. Follow the David Bowers Awards on Blog Talk Radio, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and all the usual places. And join us next week for the David Bowers Awards, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern on WRFZ-FM 106.3 on your FM radio dial. That's in Rochester, New York, otherwise affectionately known as Rochester Free Radio, and on Blog Talk Radio, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 6 p.m. UTC. So until next week, for all of us here at the David Bowers Award, the crew, if you will, shut up, you guys. I'm broadcasting here. This is the lovable and legendary, don't you know, John Bon Jovial saying, be good to yourselves, keep washing those hands, and hopefully we won't have to do it too much longer. We'll see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.